let's talk about the market in general, the STR. Where do you see the growth of that? Where do you see that in, say, 3 to 5 years?
So that's a really good question, because, you know, I always like to say to our students that, you know, predictions about the future are hard. And, you know, I got 2 balls and neither one of them are crystal, right? So,
I mean, you're on one today, aren't you?
I know.
But having said that, I mean,
using them all. You're using them all.
Yeah. Based on our experience and just different things we're seeing kind of shifting around in the industry in general, there's a couple of things I think people need to be cognizant of, but it's also going to create, you know, huge opportunities for those that are present and, you know, ready to take the action to take advantage of it, right? So the first thing I definitely think we're going to continue to see more of is there's going to be more regulation. There's going to be more, you know, compliance coming in, especially in like larger metropolitan areas, which could make STRs a little bit more challenging in specific markets. But that doesn't mean that STR is going away. Like, it's here to stay. We all know that. Like, the consumer has voted with their wallet, and they are going to continue booking short-term rentals for decades. Okay. So we know it's not going away. But as far as other things, you know, we're being cognizant of, Airbnb is a fantastic platform. It is still the juggernaut of the industry, but, you know, there are definitely some legitimate bigger competitors coming that could, you know, pose a threat to its dominance in the market. And the one that I would think a lot of people are not talking about at all, Google is actually launching their own vacation rental platform. In fact, it's already here. It's just
already here, actually.
It's actually not talked about really all that much, but I mean, look, Google's the biggest search engine in the entire world. There's no reason to think that's going to change anytime soon. So again, it comes down to how you are positioning yourself. Where are you getting your traffic from? Where are you getting your clients from? How are you marketing to those people? And how do you keep your places full, whether we have a boom, a bust, or anything in between, right? So ultimately, that's kind of what we're seeing. But I mean,
and my thoughts are like, we're seeing some big players come in as well. Like, I know Marriott is coming in with short-term rentals. Like, some of these big players, like, of hotel chains, are coming into the short-term rental industry. And so again, position yourself as a business, as a professional, to be able to even compete. That's going to be huge, right? Especially when you got that kind of funding coming in. So I think there's going to be, like I said, Michael says it's here to stay. I 100% agree. It's just making sure you're positioning yourself to take advantage of that, right? And not getting wiped out. Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, if you're coming into the space now, you got to have a clear strategy of what you're doing right from the very beginning, because just simply throwing up any listing on any property and you're thinking that's just going to land you tens of thousands of dollars a month, you know, there's expectations and then there's reality, as they say, right? So
put the odds in your favors, guys. Like, you know, take that responsibility for your own business. And why wouldn't you want the best success to actually get your business on the right footing?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you guys as far as the growth trajectory of STRs over the next 3 to 5 years. Give you a prime, I mean, like Orlando, for example, where we're pretty heavy in the Disney STR space, there's 65,000, I mean, purpose-built vacation homes in Disney alone. They're not just going to go away. So I agree with you guys. I think it's just going to be upward growth all the way here. So guys, if you're on the fence, it's at least worth a phone call with Michael and Katrina and their team. You may ultimately decide to take action with them, and we're going to be very happy for you, because the folks that we've talked to have come back with just rave reviews. That's why we're going to keep bringing them back here on the channel if you guys are willing.
We would love it. And we love having these discussions and being open about it. For us, it's just, you know, if someone wants an honest conversation, we're definitely open to talking with anyone and just seeing if it's right fit, because that's huge for us, because we just want to make sure that alignment's there and making sure this is the right program for you to get to your goals.
But I would say, yeah, to anyone that's, you know, kind of on the sidelines, it's just, again, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and just ask yourself, like, where do I want to be in the foreseeable future? Where do I want to take my income? How do I want to grow my wealth? Is what I'm doing right now going to get me to where I want to be?
Yeah. It's like, what am I going to do about it? Really, it comes down to that.
And if the answer to that question is no, or you don't know, or you're not sure, you may want to start looking into what options are available. Because like we always say, there's a million ways to make $1 million, right? Short-term rentals is just a vehicle that can do that, and can, I'd say with a high degree of predictability, that can do that for you. It's just a question of, do you want to participate? Like a lot of other people that have done extremely well. And we can definitely help with that process. But, you know, happy to talk with anyone that wants to reach out, have the conversation, and we'll be very upfront, transparent. We'll probably be the first ones to tell you if it's not a good fit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like that, guys. It's at least worth a conversation. If you're interested, you can email BNB Bootcamp at bnbbootcamp@financialeducation.com. We'll drop that link below. Include your first, your last name, the best number to reach you, and BNB Bootcamp conversation in the subject line. Guys, I asked you before the video here if there's something that you would be willing to do for our channel. You guys have done this a couple times. We always appreciate it. We know that this is a program that you guys typically sell for $12,000. You guys have been gracious enough for our audience to lower that price to $99.95. And it's my understanding that you guys are doing all of the coaching yourselves at this point. You guys are transitioning back into that. So love that you guys are as hands-on again. The people that are going to be in your classes are certainly going to reap the benefits of that. You guys are maxing your classes out at 10 per month, though. Is that my understanding correct?
That's correct. Yeah. So the reason why the students that come through get a very high degree of success is because we do cap the enrollment, because ultimately, in order to provide the hands-on, direct, FaceTime with, ourselves and the student, you just really can't do that in an environment where there's dozens or hundreds of people on, a call at any given time. So we do only accept 10 people per class. And once they're full, right? So we are opening up enrollment again for the next, class that we're going to be opening. So again, if this sounds of interest to you, you want to get yourself in a position where you can have more control over your income, just send us an email to bnbbootcamp@vipfinancialeducation.com. And, we're more than happy to have that discussion with you to see if it's a good fit.
And guys, don't be scared off by the sticker price there. You guys do have funding options if they do not have the full amount. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. So if there's any concerns about, the tuition amount, we do have a number of options that we can discuss on that call, just to provide, the most viable option of what's going to work best for your financial situation.
All right. Fantastic. Well, love having you guys on. Check them out. See you on the next video. Take care.